As a gamer, your average day would pretty much consist of sitting in front of your favorite console or computer. But if not, it's pretty much safe to assume we will be. At this old sanctuary behind me, yes, I'm talking about it, EB Games. Lining up to get our hands on the latest games. Or at least like trading 20 games for $20 store credit. You already know I'm going to be at the pre-owned section. But walking into one these days pretty much just feels like an old merch museum. It's pretty much just big red sale signs plastered everywhere. Which kind of gives you the feeling of what it was like when you went into the DVD store just before it kind of left us. Peace be with you, DVD store. We miss you. Like all good things, in the early 2000s, EB Games was the place to be. You could get like heaps of awesome stuff with your pre-order deals and trade-ins. Oh, bro, was there another trade-in place? People would literally like line up at midnight screaming about. It's just wicked environment. You would walk in and just see amazing towers of game cases all over the walls, like, oh, adrenaline rush of all this built up excitement. Like, anytime I thought about the mall, I just thought about EB Games. They had the biggest monopoly on games. You never thought to go anywhere else. Anytime you went somewhere else, it was just disappointment. If you didn't know about EB Games, you just went outside when your parents told you to, and you just never came back home. Because how could you not hear about EB Games? It was that wicked. But unfortunately, like all good things, it must come to an end. So, with digital games just around the corner, people started to think, why line up at midnight and try to fight a huge crowd to pay full price for the games when you can just click download from the comfort of your own home? Well, EB Games continued to fight the good fight and continue to sell physical copies as the industry went full digital. However, the result, sadly and so unfortunately, ended up where they are now, trying to sell t-shirts and pop figures. You know, it hurts me. I love EB Games. I really do. You know, if you walk into an EB Games today, you might find some games. But mostly you'll find anime mugs, plushies, keychains, and whatever souvenir you might get at a retro museum. As one commenter once said, I went in looking for a controller and came out with a Pokemon lunchbox. Is this what we've come to, EB Games? A pop culture store? Unfortunately, yes, you guessed it. You, the viewer, guessed it. This led to a lot of closures. In 2020, EB Games announced that they were closing 19 stores. 19 stores! That's one away from 20. If you're thinking, oh, that's okay, there's always Game Shop. Fun fact, EB Games is owned by GameStop. Wait, what? What are we going to do now? So let's break down what's happening now. So 90% of all game sales in most regions is sold digitally. Even that beautiful pre-owned section can't save the company from the storm of that cloud. People love the convenience, plus digital games have just gone so cheap. Even cheaper than EB Games. Even JB Hi-Fi isn't the biggest enemy here. The cloud is outclassing them in every single way. I mean, even the trade-ins. You'll be lucky to get a used sandwich. Hey, let me know what you guys think. Can EB Games turn this around? I'm hoping so. I really am. I love EB Games. Let us know in the comments. It would be good to see them do community events. I mean, they sell a whole bunch of Pokemon cards and things. They need to capitalize on the memories that were made and make more. You know, let's have some host more things. Host a Mario Kart rally with pizza and Or why don't we just host, let's get some real, meaningful offline experience. Also, guys, if you don't mind, can you please press the sub button for the boys? You know what I'd like them to do? Beyblades. Get a big Beyblade stadium in there, start selling some Beyblades. So we can go build a community. Let it rip. That would be cool.